So I'm going to use this little dot plot here to explain and review mean, median, mode, and range. Okay, so if you see a graph like this, like a little dot plot, or if you see a bar chart, something like that, this right here, this is the frequency. All right, so right now there's a frequency of 4 zeros. There's a frequency of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. So there's 4 zeros. Okay, there are 7 ones, there are 5 twos, there are 3 threes, and there is 1 4. So if you were to make, let's say, a little table to go along with that. So let's say we were going to make a table. All right, and here we had the number, whatever the number was. All right, we'll call it a rating. So let's say you were rating somebody, and like that's 0 stars, that's 1 stars, 2 stars, like a Yelp type thing, right? Over here, this is the frequency. All right, so right now, here are your ratings. Let's say you went to a restaurant and you're one of those people who likes to criticize stuff, and you want people to know how great something is or how horrible something is. All right. All right, so here we go. So right now it looks like 4 people rated it a 0. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people rated it a 1. We have 5 people rated it a 2, 3, 3, and only 1 person rated it a 4. Now this data could mean anything, all right? But we're just pretending like it was a rating at a restaurant, all right? So if we wanted to find the mode, the easiest one I believe to find is the mode, and the mode equals the most. So right now, it looks like the mode, we'd say the most, or the mode is the number 1. Why is the mode the number 1? Because it was the most. It happened 7 times. So we just put, there's the mode. All right. The range is another one that's really easy to find. It's the difference between the biggest number, minus the smallest. All right, so our biggest number was 4, smallest number 0, so we have 4 minus 0. So our range is equal to the number 4. All right. Now, the median, we would have to list all of these numbers from least to greatest. So what would that look like? Let's go ahead. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twos, 3 threes, and 1 4. Now, if we added all of these up, like we added all of these up, it kind of gives us the total amount. All right, so we got 4 plus 7, which is 11, plus 5 is 16, 19. So there's a total of 20 pieces of data. All right, there's 20 of those. So if we wanted to find the median, we have to list them from least to greatest and find the one that's exactly in the middle. So think of it this way. On one side, we got to count 10 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it puts us right about here. And the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can kind of see it's right here. So there's not exactly a number that's in the middle. So what you would do is you just take the two numbers that are right there in the middle, add them together, and then divide by 2. And you can clearly see it's just going to be 2 over 2, which is 1. So that'll be our median. Okay, so our median is the number 1. Now, that's a long way of doing it. Okay, what you could do is you could really just add up, like just count how many there are. There's 20. So, the median has to be right there in the middle. And then you could start going, oh, look, right here. What's 4 plus 7? 4 plus 7 is 11. And 11 is already past the median. And there's a whole bunch of ones right here. So the median has to be the number 1. Okay, So over on this side, you can clearly see all of these right here. There's a total of 9. So the median has to be the 10th right there in the middle. So we know it has to be right over here in this area. So it's got to be a 1. So the median is not that hard to find, but it's kind of tedious to list them all the way across. So sometimes you can just be able to figure out, okay, how many total? Take half of that. So we had 20 divided by, not 10, sorry, divided by 2. So you're looking for the 10th one, and there's not exactly, you got 1 on one side, 1 on the other. So you know it's got to be right there in the middle. So here we go. Next thing, mean. What we're going to do is we're going to add all of these up and then divide it by 20, and that gives us the mean. So the mean is the average, all right? So the mean equals the average, all right? So think of it this way. You got 4 zeros plus, you got 7 ones, all right? 7 ones plus, you've got 5 twos, 5 twos, and you got 3 threes, and then you got 1 4. All right. So if we add all of these up, this right here, this would be a 7. Well, that's going to be 0. That's 0. All right. That's going to be a 10. Okay. That's going to be a 9. That's going to be a 4. So we can just add them all up. So we have 17 right here. There's 17, 26. We have 30. So all of this adds together. And if you feel more confident using the calculator, you could just go over here and type in 7 plus, I believe it was 10 plus 9 plus 4 gets you 30, and you divide it by how many there were. Well, there were 20 numbers, so it looks like your average or your mean is a 1.5. So take all of those, we divide it by a total of 20 pieces of data, and that gives you a 1.5. So the average is 1.5. The next few questions, you're going to be dealing with mean, median, mode, and range. And so I just wanted to give you this little chart to help you understand how to interpret it. Hope that was helpful.